Good evening. First tonight, well, after months of intense speculation and debate, Australians will soon be able to judge for themselves the exact impact of the carbon tax.
But on the eve of the country's biggest levy since the GST, the introduction has been overshadowed by more boat arrivals into Australian waters. Both have dominated today's Federal Liberal Council in Melbourne, and 10's political editor Hugh Remington is there. Hugh, it seems a new day is dawning for Australia.
Absolutely. It's been 20 years, Matt, really, since the first serious conversations were being had about pricing carbon in the economy around the world. There have been lots of bumps along the way. As it so happens, probably not entirely accidentally, this was the big federal Liberal Party, I should say, council meeting here today, giving Tony Abbott a chance to look prime ministerial and launch new attacks on the tax that he says will squeeze our economy like a python.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tony Abbott, the next Coalition Prime Minister of Australia.
Tony Abbott soaking up the love at the Federal Liberal Council today, while the Prime Minister was in a suburban cafe trying to ease fears about the carbon tax.
Australians are a practical people and they will be able to see carbon pricing at work and make their own judgment.
Tony Abbott has made his.
When I say during the campaign there will be no carbon tax under a government I lead, Australians can be 100% certain that I am telling the truth.
Two more boat arrivals overnight appear to confirm reports asylum seekers are rushing in ahead of any law change.
The largest single month of illegal boat arrivals on record.
At least 1,772 people set off for Australia this month, enough to swamp not only the Malaysia solution, but Nauru as well. The self-professed father of that policy says it is still the best.
We saved hundreds and hundreds of lives by setting up that system. It was tough, but it was humane.
Tony Abbott has for many months seen the carbon tax as the main asset for him as he seeks election. Whenever the poll is called, he now clearly sees the asylum seeker issue, for all the pains of the last week, as another big plank for him to get into office.
The only way to stop the boats is to change the government.
Clive Palmer was one dissenting voice, foiled in his bid to ban lobbyists from senior party positions.
This looks like a Stalinist operation, really, where everyone gets up and hails the party leader.
But not many Libs seem to be complaining. Now, there were a couple of policy promises in Tony Abbott's speech relating to big infrastructure, road building projects. $4 billion worth, to be exact. $1 billion to go to the Gateway Motorway in Brisbane, $1.5 billion each to the M4 East in Sydney and the East-West Link Road Tunnel in Brisbane. Julia Gillard says people can't drive on empty promises. She points out that Tony Abbott has not detailed where he will make the spending cuts necessary to meet a commitment of that size.
Hugh Remington, thank you.